Okay guys, I just wanted to jump on here as I was editing this video to let you guys know that for 1 week, today is December 5th as you're watching this video, 2021. From 1 week, from the 5th until the 10th, I am selling my lip scrubs from Leslie Sarai. So make sure, I'm not going to drop this, so make sure you guys go check me out because for 1 week I'm having a flash sale. So go follow me on Instagram at @TheLesLittle so that I can go ahead and ship you some goodies and some lip scrubs. And make sure, dang, I can't hold nothing. Make sure y'all go check me out and go follow me on Instagram and order your lip scrub. There's a post and I have all the information over there. So get your goodies. I got a lip brush, I have lip glosses, and I have lip scrubs. There is a flash sale on the lip scrubs, so definitely go check me out. Hey you guys, it's your girl Leslie Sarai, but you can also call me Les Little. Welcome to my channel. Here on my channel we work on our inner beauty. We work towards an amazing lifestyle, and we also work towards inspiring ourselves and those around us to be the best version of ourselves that we can possibly be. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back, because I'm back with another mother loving video. So guys, in today's videos we will be talking about the importance of setting up boundaries and then identifying those things that we no longer tolerate and we're just no longer gonna let slide past. If this video somehow resonates with you, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing, and let's get into this video. What are you no longer tolerating? I believe that sometimes we get so used to certain things that we start to kind of victimize certain things as well. So when you say that you're no longer tolerating something, what exactly does that mean for you? And what does that look like for you as well? And so that's kind of really what I wanted to touch base on in this video for today's topic. When we talk about not tolerating something anymore, don't just focus on judging the situation or judging the problem, or in some instances judging the person. Don't just focus on judging the good and the bad thing of that situation. Don't just view it as a problem. Instead, view it as a matter of your mind. Just see it for what it is. Just see it for what it is. Don't just look at it as a problem. I want us to be able to be in situations and not be the judge, but be the observer of that situation. Are we able to remove ourselves and detach ourselves from the issue, from the problem, or whatever's at hand, and just be able to observe and just be able to realize what's going on and really just looking at things for exactly what they are? Remove your emotions from them and everything, but look at it for what it really is. Don't judge the situation, observe the situation. Don't pinpoint the good and the bad for it, just look at it for what it really is. And so when you say, hey, I'm not tolerating anything anymore, you don't want to do that or take actions based off of an emotion that you feel or the situation that makes you react at hand. Really take time to evaluate the situation and evaluate that issue and find a logical solution and outcome to it. So definitely I do want to say become an observer instead of being the judge. Just notice the way that you think about it, notice the way that you feel about it, notice how you want to react and how you could properly react. It kind of just changes circumstances, and then you're able to make more logical, wiser decisions. So a few of us decided to have some fun on Instagram, and I basically asked you guys what you guys are no longer tolerating, and it was a joy to see what you guys had to say. And so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna share some of the things that we're no longer tolerating. Thank you to those who commented as well, and this is what you guys had to say. Excuse the lighting because the sun is like rising and I don't know, it's just doing its thing. But some of you guys, okay, so I have y'all's replies and stuff like that over here. It's a few of them. It's like 3 pages, which is good. You guys interacted with me. Hopefully, you know, in the future we get more interactions, but this is great. So someone said apologies with no changes in behavior. That is something that we are no longer tolerating. And honestly, apologies with no changes in behavior, one thing that I've learned recently is that, and I have to continue to say it to myself and remind myself and those around me, and those around me are you guys as well. So y'all, sometimes what people say to you or what they're going through has nothing to do with you, and someone's perception of you is really their perception of themselves. This is the way they view things. This is the way they think. It might be based on the experience or something that they're going through. And 9 times out of 10, we as human beings, because I'm not gonna be hypocritical, I've definitely done this before too. We project our insecurities or our thoughts or our doubts or our experiences onto someone else. And y'all, don't be the judge, be the observer. It really does change a lot, okay? It really does change a lot. And when you see that someone is constantly doing the same thing to you over and over and over, and you remove yourself from the situation, you're able to look at it differently. Because now, cool, I'm no longer looking at the fact that you keep doing this over and over and over, because I caught on to the pattern. Now I'm self-evaluating myself, because why am I consistently allowing myself to have this relationship with someone who basically has no respect for me? Because if you express to someone that you're not comfortable with something, or whatever it is that you express to them, and they apologize but they continue to do it over and over and over again, what can you do for yourself? You know what I mean? So definitely not tolerating that. But when we stop being the judge of the issue and we become the observer, it makes it so much easier to kind of just make the right decision for yourself. There was another one, people who can't take accountability for their actions. That's another one. Because if we can't be reprimanded respectfully, and if we can't be accountable, and we don't want to grow, then, and if I want to grow and I'm around people who can't be accountable and I'm an accountable person, that means that we don't match and we just don't need to interact. People come and go, okay? People come and go, and love is amazing, but respect goes a long way. And so flaky behavior, especially when it's intentionally selfish. I don't know how I feel about that. But having someone show up for you, especially when they state that they're going to, or having just someone or people who are consistent in your life, word is bond. And that's another thing too. Like, if you're gonna say that you're gonna do something, do so. And if you can't, communication is definitely key, and so is comprehension. And that flaky behavior where you feel uneasy about someone, or we feel iffy about someone, or kind of concerned about someone, or when people just leave you out to rot and dry just for their own benefits, or use you up for their own benefits. It's like, with the flaky behavior, it's just like, you can go into so many things in regards to that. But when you become the observer, it's like, do you want those type of people in your life? Regardless of how much you love someone, if you have boundaries, or if you have a certain way or certain needs, and those people don't match that, you don't need those people in your life, unfortunately. I'm sorry. But me, I'm top one, protect my energy and walk away. I wasn't doing it before, but now, boo, we ain't doing that. Half-assed friendships, absolutely. Deadbeat fathers, child, I can't. The disrespect,
absolutely. I'm just like, I don't like the disrespect. I'm very huge on respect.
I don't care if you're mad at me. I don't care if I was wrong. And that's the thing too. Like, with being wrong, you have to take accountability. But it's like, if we know each other, we should be respectful to one another. I shouldn't be talking to you any type of way or doing things that's gonna make you feel a type of way. Because if I have a relationship with you and I know you and I love you, I'm supposed to also respect you. Can't do the disrespect. The half-assed friendships, I'm sorry, trying not to curse. I can't do that either, because if I'm gonna give you 110 and if you give me 50, like, there's somebody willing to give me 110 too. You know what I mean? A lot of people wrote BS, and it's like, you guys have to be very specific. You have to identify exactly what it is in your life that you no longer want to tolerate, because you have to be able to pinpoint that thing and say, you know what, moving forward, when I see this show up, I'm not gonna allow this to take over. I'm not gonna allow this to change my mindset or to change my emotions or to alter my character. I'm not gonna do that. So saying BS, y'all, is very vague. We have to be able to pinpoint exactly what we're removing from our lives, just period, in general. Someone also did say, I'm not gonna get into all of them because they are a lot, and my camera is counting down because my memory card is almost full, so I'm gonna really try to get through this video today, so I could clear out some space for my camera. I'm really having space issues, y'all, so forgive me, which is another reason as to why I didn't post last week, because with my schedule and then just trying to figure out how to remove the space, I deleted nevertheless, anyways. But yeah, we have to be able to identify those things. But fake friends, non-supporters, negativity. Honestly, this one for me is like a you know, you can't, I've learned in while I've been experiencing and trying out different things that I want to do, and also with my YouTube channel, I've learned that you can't force anyone to support you. You can't force anyone to be there for you. You can't even ask for advice or share ideas in regards to certain things sometimes, because some people are just not there. And so it's just the walk between you and God sometimes. You know, it's really you and your faith. And sometimes you have to be the difference. Sometimes you have to push through for people to see that it's possible, or for someone to just believe. And so imagine you not having a home, and you needing a home, and you needing a job, and you feeling like you need someone to support you to get a job, or you need someone to help you get that home, and that like those people are not even there, or those people probably don't even care. That's probably like a terrible analogy, but it's like sometimes we just can't. That's what it is. We can't expect anything from anyone. The only person who owes you anything is yourself. And that's something that I had to learn over the past 2 years, when I felt lonely, or when I had ideas and I wanted to share with my family or my friends and they just didn't understand, or they would say things that would make me feel unmotivated. It happens, and a lot of the time it happens from the same people who you wouldn't really expect it from. And it's like, when you really take a look at it, 9 times out of 10, those people are fighting their own battles. 9 times out of 10, those people are full of their own doubts. So imagine someone full of doubt trying to motivate and support you. My friend, tell me how that works. Tell me how that goes. You know what I mean? So definitely not being the judge, but being an observer. And that allows you to understand things differently and see things differently. And then you remove your emotion from it, and you don't really feel no type of way, because it's sad to say, and some people's feelings might get hurt, but that's really just what it is. It's really, how can I come to you with the whole business plan and the whole business model and expect you to like ride the wave with me or support me, and you probably don't even have no interest in what I'm talking about? You probably just pretend like you do because it's me and you care about me, or you want to, but you genuinely really just don't. And I'm gonna know that because I'm gonna feel the vibe, I'm gonna get the energy. It's gonna hurt my feelings, of course, but in reality, can I really be upset? Do you stop anything? Do you change anything? So glory be to God for that. And consistency. Ooh, that's the one for me. Honestly, I feel like sometimes I run and jump and skip and fly to other people's aids, and it don't be the same. It don't really be the same sometimes. And it hurts my feelings sometimes, because I'm like, dang, how come I could never really fully get back what I give out? Not saying that I'm perfect, because I'm most definitely not. But sometimes people just don't show up for you. Sometimes people don't remain loyal to you. Sometimes people don't defend you in rooms and places that you're not there. And inconsistency goes into a lot. That can also go into relationships. That can also, child, listen, the topics, we can go on and on about it. But again, y'all, like, definitely not being the judge and removing your and just be not being the judge, removing yourself from the situation and just being an observer. You know that person that's being inconsistent. You can pinpoint, if you remove your emotions from the situation, where that inconsistency may be brewing from. Once you figure out that seed that is there, uproot that. Because at the end of the day, you are your worst enemy, but you are also your best friend. So if there's people around you who show you characteristics and traits that are not safe or healthy or reliable or loving or respectful, or any of those things, any of those characteristics, or any of those things that you need for you to be loving, for you to be the best version of yourself, if anybody is doing that, remove yourself from the situation. Don't judge the person. Don't judge don't judge the bad of it or the good of it and try to sit there and outweigh it, because if you're anything like me, I definitely do that a lot. Just remove yourself and be like, this is what's going on. This is the type of person that this is. This is how I am. What's the solution to this problem? Is there even a solution to this problem? And ever since I started doing that, I'm not gonna say it's easier, because sometimes I have to make decisions that I really don't want to make and I'm really not too fond of, and I just be looking at myself like, damn, you don't think you're being a little bit too harsh? No, I'm not being a little bit too harsh. I'm not. If this is gonna prohibit my growth, no, I'm not being a little bit too harsh. And then just to go quickly, someone said, wasting energy on things that do not matter, act accordingly, agreed, a bad job, abusive relationships, some more BS, talking about mothers and fathers. I'm not really going to touch based on those topics, because it's a complicated one, and honestly, if I don't have anything to say, I'm not going to say anything or try to make up anything to say. But just for us to be able to see what things we might have in common, that we're just like over it. We're just like, we're not dealing with this BS anymore. I'm just not having it, or I'm just not happy in this area, or this part. When people do these things, it frustrates me. And so the message today literally is, when you realize something that you decide, when you have a conversation with yourself and you're like, I'm not tolerating this anymore, don't make it about the situation. Don't make it about the problem. Don't make it about anything else other than yourself. Like, literally, stop being the judge. And this message is for me as well. Just become an observer. You remove yourself, you remove your emotions, you remove the attachment, and you look at the situation for what it really is. You're able to make more wise and sounder decisions. And also, when you're observing, you have to analyze, which means there's a pause before the reaction. You don't have to jump and react that quickly. You can take a step back and slow up your time and think and properly evaluate and properly analyze how you feel, analyze what you think, and analyze what you want to do, and then pray on that situation and be sure that, okay, these are the right steps that I need to take to move forward. It's not about the person, and it's not about what they did to me or for me, or how long I knew them, or how much they hurt me, or it's not about any of that, y'all. It's literally about, how can I show up for myself and be the best person for myself. If you watched the last video, I told you guys a tip to treat yourself as if you were your own child. You know what I mean? You want to love that person. You want to protect that person. You want to be sure that you're not allowing any harm. And that can come in thoughts, that can come in forms of people, that can come from environments that you go to, that can come from the things that you say to yourself, the things that you think about yourself, the type of friends that you have around, what they say, how they think. All of that rubs off. All of that rubs off. So when you're thinking about not tolerating anything, don't think about the good or the bad of it. Just view it for what it is. I hope that this video resonates with y'all. I hope that this video helps y'all. It definitely helps me, and I love being able to come back and watch these things and be like, oh yeah, quick reminder. You being a judge, stop being judgy. Just observe. And what are the facts of these situations? You know what I mean? Your opinions sometimes are not really that necessary, but facts are always essential. So if this video somehow resonates with you, give me a thumbs up. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, okay? Yo, praise God, because we're gonna get there. So if this video resonates with you, share it with a friend. Share it with a friend. We're all going through tough times, and sometimes we need some guidance in making decisions. And when your emotions are involved, I don't really make the best ones. I don't know about you, but from experience, I don't make great decisions when I'm emotional. I make great decisions when I can detach and just observe. So, see y'all. I love y'all. It was good seeing y'all, and it's time for me to go. Peace. Okay guys, I just wanted to jump on here as I was editing this video to let you guys know that for 1 week, today is December 5th as you're watching this video, 2021. From 1 week, from the 5th until the 10th, I am selling my lip scrubs from Leslie Sarai. So make sure, oh my goodness, I dropped it, so make sure you guys go check me out, because for 1 week I'm having a flash sale. So go follow me on Instagram at @TheLesLittle so that I can go ahead and ship you some goodies and some lip scrubs. And make sure, dang, I can't hold nothing. Make sure y'all go check me out and go follow me on Instagram and order your lip scrub. There's a post and I have all the information over there. So go get your goodies. I got a lip brush, I have lip glosses, and I have lip scrubs. There is a flash sale on the lip scrubs, so definitely go check me out. And see ya. Peace. Bye.